Joining us this morning is Miss America 2018, Cara Mund. And I got it, yeah, she got the wave.
You got the wave down.
That's the best.
Wave. I actually took notes. I definitely took notes just now.
All right, so let's get right into it. Another former Facebook executive has spoken out about the harm the social network is doing to civil society around the world. The former vice president for user growth said he feels tremendous guilt about the company he helped make. He went on to say, I think we've created tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works. This is pretty strong stuff from a guy who's a part of cultivating something very massive that dominates our society now. What do you guys think about this?
Totally. In the article, or in his talk, he actually expands on this. So he says it's not just Facebook that he worries about, it's all of the companies that Silicon Valley is pouring money into. And he says we should be fixing things like climate change and looking into deeper issues instead of amplifying social media.
Cara, how has social media changed for you now that you're on this huge platform?
Yeah, so I still think face-to-face interaction is really important, but at the same time, as Miss America, you're representing an entire group of people. And so to have social media and be able to promote your message, I think if you do it in a positive way, it can be a really powerful tool.
Now, what about your
this is
personal
what you do
Facebook?
after that.
I know. Your personal Facebook. Like, do you still like your high school friends and stuff like that? Do you still talk to them, or?
Yes, a little bit. I don't have a personal Facebook anymore.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, as Miss America, I identify myself as that for the year. And so you're representing an organization. So I don't use a personal one. So it allows me to still spread a message, but at the same time, not always get that negativity.
Can I be your Facebook friend when you finish?
Yes, I would love that.
I've heard Kim Kardashian talk a lot about this, and she says that from a business perspective, she uses it almost as a survey, so she can ask people what they're interested in, what they want to see more of. So that's kind of what you're saying, right, when you identify a group of people. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but it's interesting because what you guys are talking about are adults, you know what I mean? And I think what I'm seeing with my 10-year-old son and kids that age, this is all they know how to use are these tablets and do Facebook and stuff like that. And they're not growing to have conversation and understand human interaction. All they know how to do is to text, to use technology. So Kim Kardashian and Cara, what you're saying is absolutely correct. But I'm worried about the generation that is before us and what's going to come with them.
A legitimate concern.
So, all right, well, an article in The Independent lists the things you need to do to survive Christmas. The list is pretty simple. Give back, treat yourself, and remember, it's only one day. That's how you survive Christmas. 3 easy steps. Do we approve of this list, Cara?
I approve of it. I love this time of year, but you understand that not everyone does, and sometimes it can be a difficult time for people. And so to be able to give back and help others, I think is really important. It's the whole meaning of the season.
Yeah,
My friend actually said on Facebook, she's like, I hate movies, the Christmas movies and the Christmas songs. I was like, who are you? Where did this come from? We grew up together. And she's like, I just don't like it.
Where did you take a left turn?
Yeah, where did your life go wrong? No, like you said, not everybody is into it. It also could depend on how your family is. But she came from a good family background. I was like, why do you feel this way?
Well, it can be
I guess
tough.
It's for some people it is.
Yeah, holidays can be tough if certain people maybe don't have family, don't have friends. You know, we just did the story yesterday about the New York City bar who has the anti-Christmas. So they basically have like, they're condemning Christmas, and everyone who hates it, they're welcoming him to the watering hole to drink that night. So I think, you know, it's different strokes, different folks.
Yeah.
For me, I happen to love the holidays. It's an opportunity to see friends and family and gather and celebrate and be thankful. I think it starts with Thanksgiving but plays all the way through holiday season. It's kind of a way to recalibrate and understand, hey, we got a pretty special thing. We're waking up every day. We've got each other. We've got friends. We've got family. We've got our health.
There's a saying I love. It says, don't just survive, thrive. And I feel like we don't want to survive Christmas. We want to thrive. So even if you're stressed out, you just got to like think about all the good stuff.
Mic drop.
There you
That's
go.
the perfect one. All right. According to a new study from a website called Scribd, men are way more likely than women to think.
Say it, Jordan.
Way more likely than women to think that they are most interesting people.
Oh,
that
really? They do?
Men think they're more interesting than women.
Oh, but they're not, right?
Think is the key word there. 41% of women describe themselves on the average as on the interesting scale, while only 33% of men think they're average, meaning most men think they're extraordinary humans.
This is not new. We know this.
So I think I'm outnumbered in this one, so I'm probably better served to just agree with you guys on whatever.
What do you think?
I think that I was actually surprised by this because I think men understand their value, meaning we're not interesting. So I think when I was, going out on dates, I would ask about a woman because they probably have the interesting things to say. And when it kicked back to me, I'd be like, I don't really have much because I'm not interesting.
That's so not true.
Jordan,
You're super interesting.
oh my gosh.
I just think it's like weird when men amplify. Like we could all be interesting. But men, why do you think you're more interesting?
Yeah.
That's the distinction.
It is that bravado. I think men have an overconfidence that maybe shouldn't play. And I think men think when they speak they're spitting gems all the time. That's obviously not the case. Cara, have you experienced any of this? Like guys like, hey, dude, you're not that special.
Yeah, a little bit. But I think they're also trying to just be impressive. And I think that's one thing is,
True.
women often want to be more humble. And I think that's just the way society is.
I think
that's a
balance
really
is
good
key.
point.
I think balance is key, and like women need probably a little bit more the mindset of a man, and the man probably need a little bit more the mindset of women to balance it out.
Well, I think there's a lot of pressure on men too, because as a man, they understand that women aren't just attracted to what a man looks like; they're attracted to what they have to say. So guys feel like, I got to come out here and say something really interesting for that woman to think I'm somebody important, rather than just be attractive. Because guys can fall into the thing of, oh, she's pretty, I want to go out with her.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Good thing you're so glib.
Yeah, thank you very much.